Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right, so I was a little bit late when it comes to this video. A huge apology for that. It just could not be helped. But at the start of this month, I celebrated my 43rd birthday. And of course, with every birthday comes birthday gifts. And Ellen really has delivered again on a truly remarkable edition. Now, I've said this countless times in my videos, but if it wasn't for Ellen and some of the wonderful gifts that she's given me over the years, I can only imagine how boring my collection would look. And I'm hoping someday that I might do a video where I'm going to actually remove everything from behind me, just so I can show you everything that Ellen's gotten me over the years. It is quite amazing. And yes, she has given me this for my birthday this year, which is the one-click edition of Equalizer Part 2. And I'm on a bit of a journey when it comes to these one-click editions from Film Arena. And of course, Ellen has continued this journey for me and gifted me this amazing release. I can't wait to show you this. I'm going to be taking you around it very soon. Some of the artwork that you're going to see on each edition is just wonderful. Film Arena again delivering. So a huge thanks again to my beautiful fiance Ellen for such a wonderful gift. I feel so fortunate, and I really mean this, to have a woman like Ellen in my life who supports my movie collecting and of course my YouTube channel. She's the first person to watch my videos, and she's always reviewing them, letting me know if they're okay. She is the greatest partner anyone could ever actually hope for, and I feel so blessed to have her in my life. So a huge thanks again, baby. I love you so much. As for the movie here that I'm going to be showing, Equalizer, I'm such a huge fan of the franchise. As a matter of fact, I was really surprised. As much as a fan as I am of this franchise, I was really surprised to see a trailer for the third movie. I had no idea it was coming. Anton Fuqua is directing it as well. It is going to be the concluding chapter to this trilogy. And of course, Denzel is back as well. Whoever thought we were actually going to see a trilogy from Denzel? Amazing, absolutely amazing, and hopefully the third movie will be just as good as the first two. This movie I'm going to be showing now, I love it, particularly the ending of this movie. Anyone that has seen that, I think you know what I'm talking about. The entire end sequence of this movie is held in a hurricane, and it is so brilliantly done. And the 4K transfer that you get with this set as well, it's a Sony release. It just looks stunning. It really does. And again, if you haven't seen this movie on 4K, I recommend checking it out. I think you're going to be blown away by what you see. Right, folks, I'm not going to waste any more time because we have a lot to get through with this set. So yeah, let's get to it. Right, so here we go, the Equalizer 2. So as per usual, as you can see, it is quite a massive looking box set, and it needs to be to hold all the editions that are actually inside this. So this is the artwork anyway. So you've got Denzel on the cover there, you've got Equalizer 2 at the bottom, Denzel written under it as well. The writing all here is done in heavy spot gloss, and again, I'm not quite sure how well the camera's picking. You can see it there now. So yes, some very nice spot glossing going on. You kind of got that soft touch texture, which I absolutely love when it comes to Film Arena. So yeah, that's the main artwork, and I'm going to take us down around to the side, and it says there is no equal. And as you can see, there's a bit of spot glossing going on, but it has this weird kind of texturing going on, which looks absolutely beautiful. And then I'll take us around to the opposite side, and the exact same thing again, whenever you got the Equalizer 2 written here. And as you can see, that texturing still going on with Denzel. And then right around to the bottom, and this gives you your unique number. So as you can see, mine is 61 of 300, so a very limited set. And then right around to the top, and you just have another one of those, it's Film Arena Maniac Collector's Box Set, and it's number 15. So there you have it, folks. That is, oh wait, I have to show the back artwork, almost forgot about that. So there you go, you just got Denzel again. There's actually nothing going on in terms of spot glossing. It's just has that lovely soft touch feel to it, which is quite beautiful. So that is the actual box set itself. So let's open it up and have a look and see what's inside it. The lids on some of these Film Arenas can be quite hard to open sometimes, but here we go. Voila! So it consists of, as far as I'm aware, I think it's 2 Blu-ray editions. You got a 4K release, You've also got a steelbook edition there as well, and of course you got your little gift. And as you can see, it is housed in there perfectly. Now I've done something a little different here. I actually put all the editions into protective cases. The one on the steelbook was actually gifted to me from John over at Mondo Chelovic Movies. So thank you for that, John. I actually needed one of them to actually put in here, and yeah, it was quite handy. So there we go. That is the contents inside. So let's not waste any time. Let's get on to the first edition. Right, so here we go, edition 1. So I'm going to quickly just take in the J card here, just so you can see, as you can see, you get that unique card that you get with Film Arena's editions. And as you can see, it's matching to the box set 61 of 300. Right, so I'll put that to a side and let's go. So I think each release inside this box set has all different texturing going on. But you can sort of see there's this kind of very unique looking, it's almost like a leather look to it, which is quite nice. You've got spot glossing on the pictures here as well. And yes, it's a stunning piece of artwork on this one. Love this movie. I can't stress how much I love it. And to get such a release like this is actually quite amazing. So I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as I can. I don't want the video to go on too long, so I'm not going to dwell too much on these. So that's the spine of it anyway. This is the back artwork. And of course you got Denzel there, and you've got that little statue right in the middle of it, all heavy spot glossing going on as well. And just love that texturing that's going through the entire release. And then if you turn around to the back, or the bottom of it here, you got your unique number again. And then right to the top, there is no equal. And of course, this is the contents inside this release. So right, let's open it up. Let's have a look. So you've got your steelbook, you've got your collector cards there, and you've got your booklet as well. So I will start with the booklet first, make our way onto the cards, then the steelbook. But here we go. This might be, I can't quite remember what's in this booklet, but like I said, in all my Film Arena videos, they will be different. This might be just the stills from the actual movie itself. It is indeed. So yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time with the booklet, but you get an idea of it. So put that to a side. Then that brings us on to the collector's cards. So you got another picture there of Denzel, and of course Equalizer 2, his name, and of course collector's cards. And then right around to the back, you just kind of got this, well, I was going to say blood splatter, but I don't think it is. It just looks like random dirt. Whatever the hell that's supposed to be all about. But there we go. That is the spine of it. And then open it up, and here is your postcards. So as you can see, you get character cards, you get special cards as well. So I'm going to just quickly run you through these. Very surprised to see Pedro Pascal in this movie. I actually completely forgot that he was in this movie, and my God, he really is making a name for himself at the moment. Especially with everything with the Last of Us, that is. So right, that is who's that? Bill Pullman you got there, and then back to Pedro Pascal. So yeah, just a couple of postcards. Actually, the backing on them, that's the backing, and they all have the same backing on them. So put that in, and then we will take out these special cards. And again, it's just going to be a lot of stills from the movie itself. So yeah, just going to quickly run through them and get through them as fast as I can. So yeah, that is the postcards, and that is the backings on them. So that is everything you get in terms of postcards. Like I said, folks, I'm just going to try and get through them as quickly as possible. I just do not want this video to go on too long. And here we go. This is the Steelbook edition. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to quickly show you the lenticular on this, because this Steelbook is featured through this entire set, and I don't want to have to just remove the lenticular cover off, so I'm just going to show you the lenticular on this one, but I promise I will be showing the Steelbook in the next edition. So there we go, that is the cover art for this, and as you can see, it does a nice little movement there, and there's a nice bit of depth to the picture as well. So that is the Steelbook. That is all the contents for the first edition, and that will take us on to the second one. Right, so here we go. So this is a full lenticular edition. So I'm going to just put that to a side again, bring in that card that you get with it, and again, matching numbers, 61 and 300. And as you notice as well, there's always different artwork on the card itself. So put that to a side. Let's get on to the release. Now, I have to admit, this edition might be my favorite of the 3 that you get with this. Again, anyone that knows my channel, you have to know that I love my lenticular covers, and this one just looks amazing. It really, really does. But as you can see, there's a bit going on when you do move it, which is quite nice. So you got Denzel on the cover there. You got a couple of the lads in the background there, and of course a fiery background, which just looks great. And I hope the camera is picking up how beautiful this actually looks. Right, so I'll take us to the spine of it. And as you can see, it's one of them kind of artworks that almost continuates around from the front to the spine and then to the back. And then right around to the back. And I love the lenticular on this. Again, sorry for the fingerprints, but I know it's a bit dark here, folks. I'm hoping you can make it out. But it's just a building that you see in this movie. And the lenticular effect on it is absolutely amazing. It really, really is. And definitely my favourite addition in this entire box set. So yeah, that's just a close look at the back artwork. I have to stop playing with it. So right to the top we go. And there will be consequences is written on the top of this one. And then right around to the bottom, of course, that is your unique number again. And then this is the contents inside it. So right, let's open it up and have a look at this one. So it's the same again. You have a booklet, you've got our cards, and you've got the steelbook itself. So I'm going to start with the booklet itself, and here we go. So as you can see, it's the same artwork that you've seen on the lenticular of the steelbook. And I think this is actually the main artwork for the movie itself. And that's the back of it there. And I'm presuming this booklet now is going to have, of course it does, there you go. It's an actual write-up of the movie itself. So I'm not going to spend too much time with it. So yeah, that's the booklet. Then that brings us on to the art cards. And as you can see, the artwork on this is something similar to the main artwork that you get in this set. As you can see there. Something, it's by no means the same, but it is kind of, it's similar. So here we go. So you got the Equalizer 2, Denzel, and of course collector's cards. And then that's the back of it there with Denzel again. And here we go. This is the insides of it. So you got special cards, both special cards. So let's have a close look and see what we got here. So yeah, I presume it's just, again, more stills from the actual movie itself. Not quite sure what the difference between special cards and photo cards. I'm always saying it when I'm showing these Film Arena editions. But I do love these postcards, and it's actually great to get them with them. So that is the backing of them, and as you can see, it's that building. So let's put them back in, and let's get out the last few. And yeah, it's just continuing from more stills. You got Bill Pullman there, and of course you just got an explosion. And yeah, just a couple of stills from the movie. Not much to be said. So there we go. Actually, he's actually brilliant in the movie. I really enjoyed him in it. So right, that is the postcards themselves. That's the backing as well. It's all the same. So there we go. That is the postcards for this edition. And then that lastly brings us on to the steelbook itself. And I love the steelbook. There's quite a bit going on. I've said it in countless videos, but I love this kind of framed look that you get on these steelbooks. You don't see them too much nowadays, which is a shame. There's heavy embossing going on with Denzel. And then you've got embossing going on with the Equalizer. And then the same with Denzel up there as well. So there's quite a bit going on here. And it's a beautiful, beautiful looking steelbook. And it's great. I know people were saying that, you know, and I'm kind of like you as well. You know, it would be nice to get different kind of steelbooks through this entire set. But, you know, you can imagine the amount of work that would have to go into getting different steelbooks. And not only that, but when they put the lenticulars onto these steelbooks, it does feel like you're getting a different steelbook. So there we go. That is the spine of it. And then, of course, that is the back artwork. And very, very simple. And not much there to be seen. And I'll just open it up in full so you can see the steelbook. There we go. And then turn it around, and here we go. So you got your Blu-ray disc, which is that one there. And then you've also got your 4K disc. Oh no, was that your... No, both are Blu-ray discs, are they? Alright, so I'm not on the 4K disc yet, version yet, sorry. So that's the Blu-ray, that's the movie, that's the bonus disc. So, right, put that to a side. And that is the artwork inside this steelbook. Right folks, so there you have it. That is the second edition, and that's going to take us right on to the third one. Right, so on this edition, this is a single-sided lenticular. But before I quickly take us onto it, again, I'm going to show you the card, matching number, and of course different artwork on the card itself. And even the J card is actually completely different as well. So right, put that to a side, and here we go. This is the artwork on this edition. And as you can see, they seem to be enjoying the whole Denzel walking towards the camera and a fiery background. It seems to be heavily featured through this entire set. Sorry about the glare from the lights, folks. It just cannot be helped. But the lenticular on this one, again, you won't be able to tell by the camera, through the camera, but there is an insane level of depth to the lenticular on this one. And there is a little bit of movement there as well. So yes, love the artwork on this one. So, right, there we go. This is the spine of it. And then right around to the back, and of course, you got a bit more of Denzel. You've also got that lovely soft touch paper that they've used through a lot of this set, which is quite amazing. All three editions have different kind of texturing going on, which is quite brilliant, and I can't stress how much I love that when it comes to these one-clicks. So, right, that's the back artwork. Then to the top. And don't go to war with him. And right around to the bottom, and of course you got your matching number there of 61 of 300. And then that brings us to the contents inside. Right, so let's open it up. So it's going to be something similar again as the previous release. I will start with the booklet. But as you can see, all the booklets all have different artwork on them, which is great. Love the artwork on this. And yeah, take us around to the back. And of course you got the watch there. And of course that will bring us then to the inside. You can see Anton Fuqua there. So again, this is another write-up about the movie, and there's a lot of stills as well. Each booklet is different in every release, which is always great. I'm always praising Film Arena for doing that. So yeah, just a quick look at it. And then that brings us on to the postcards. And here we go, this is the artwork. And again, once again, Denzel on the cover. An explosion in the background. I've lost count how many times that's actually happened through this set. And that's the spine of it there. And then right around to the back. And it's again that building that we've seen on the lenticular of the last edition. So open it up. And here we go. So we've got special cards on both of these. And again, just like the booklets themselves, each of these postcards are all different. You won't come across the same still twice in terms of these actual postcards themselves. So yeah, that is the postcards on this one. And let me see the backings. You'll notice as well the backings all are very different on each release as well. So that's one side, and then that lastly brings us on to the other side here. That's one of my favourite scenes in the movie. Anyone that's seen it, I think you know what I'm talking about. Denzel is particularly brilliant in that scene. Well, he's just brilliant in everything that he does. He has to be one of the most reliable actors out there. I can't think of a bad movie from him. And that's saying a lot. So yeah, that is the postcards for this last edition. The backing is the same on this as well. And let me close them up. And then that lastly brings us on to the steelbook. And as you can see, it is the same steelbook that I showed in the last edition, so I'm not going to spend any time with it. So there you go, folks. That is everything inside this edition. Actually, you know what? Before I let you go, there actually is one difference with this steelbook. As you can see, there is actually a 4K disc there. So this is the 4K edition. So there we go, folks. That is the third edition. And then that brings us on to the fourth one. Right, so here we go. This is the last of the editions inside this box set, and then I will take you on to the gift that you get. But as you can see, it is simply the steelbook. The only difference with this is you kind of have this J card that actually wraps around it. But this steelbook is completely sealed. I haven't even opened it. There's no need to open it. And yeah, take us around to the back. And of course, you've got that unique number again of 61. And of course, it's featured up there on the top as well. So yes, I'm not going to spend any time with this one, folks. You've seen the steelbook already. So that just brings us on to the gift that you get inside it. Right, so here we go. This is the last edition in this box set, and it is the gift itself. And fair play to Film Arena for actually continuing with all that kind of spot glossing that's going on through the cover here. to put it on the actual box for the gift is quite brilliant. But as you can see, there is quite a bit going on there. So yeah, that is the artwork anyway. That is the spine of it there. And then of course we're onto the back, and you got a bit more of that heavy spot glossing going on with that statue, which is quite nice. And then I think on the opposite side it's just the equalizer again. So yeah, that is the artwork for it. Then open it up, and as you can see, it's the same again. And again, spot glossing going on this as well. And then when you open it up, this is the gift. And you are probably wondering what the hell this actually is. Well, I'll tell you now exactly what it is if I can get it out. But let me close this up. But here we go. But anyone that has seen the movie, Denzel is an Uber driver in this movie. And he picks up this woman who, her stomach needs to be pumped out. She was partying with these lads. And Denzel goes back to their apartment to sort them out. But there is a bit in the movie where one of the lads hands him this. It's a credit card. And it's a very deluxe kind of credit card. And that's what they've actually decided to put in as the gift in this release. So it's something very, very different in terms of gifts when it comes to Film Arena. And yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. So there we go, folks. That is everything inside this wonderful edition of the Equalizer. I cannot praise these one-click editions enough. To see so much different, unique artwork through the entire set is quite brilliant. And I know a few people out there might be slightly underwhelmed by the gift itself, but I have to admit, I think it's quite unique, and it's something a bit different that we've never seen before with Film Arena. Right, folks, so there you have it. That is everything inside this Equalizer 2 one-click edition from Film Arena, and they really have delivered again. And a huge thanks once again to my beautiful fiance Ellen for gifting me this remarkable gift. A huge thanks again, baby. I love you so much. And I can't wait for my next birthday to see what you're going to come up with. So there you go, folks. There you go. So as per usual, if you did like what you see here, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you could leave a comment down below. And please do share your thoughts on this wonderful gift that Ellen has given me. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.